friends. Welcome to the formal Friday edition of Virtual Happy Hour. Today we are making a sidecar variation, which I've come up with myself, and I'm calling Isaac Newton's Sidecar because we are going to be using a delicious apple brandy, and I'm going to be showing you how to create a very lovely apple fan garnish, which hopefully works out for me, because for those of you who can read the time, on my microwave it is about 4:50 and I am supposed to post this in 10 minutes, so really cutting it down to the wire. Before I begin, I wanted to start with a little PSA. I want to thank everyone that has been making my recipes and sharing my recipes in your stories and in your feed. I am very grateful for you and will continue to be grateful to you. But if you have a private account and I don't follow you, I actually unfortunately cannot see your posts or your stories, even if you do tag me. So please, please, please don't think that I am ignoring you. I just literally can't see it. So if you do have a private account and you are posting, please send me a DM just so that I can see it and appreciate you, because I am so very grateful to all of you who are making these. And I am this close to getting to 4,000 followers, and thank you all for the big push. And if you do have the opportunity to share, if this is bringing you some small modicum of joy, please do so. I would be very grateful. Would love to go into next week and the 7th week of our cocktail curriculum with 4,000 followers, just cause, why not, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I am living very dangerously on this formal Friday, attempting a dry shake and wet shake with egg white in this dress that I literally took out of the wrapping from the dry cleaners. So I don't even think dry cleaners are open right now. I don't think that's really an essential service. So if I get egg white all over this, that's gonna be annoying. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're going to be using 2 ounces, very concerned this egg is gonna try to roll away on me. That there. 2 ounces of our Calvados apple brandy. You could use whatever apple brandy you have on hand, or just regular brandy if you don't have this delicious French concoction that I'm using. You could also use a bonded apple brandy like Laird's if you have that. This is my personal favorite. So that's 2 ounces in there, and then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Very concerned about this egg. I'm trying to make it escape. I'm running low on eggs and citrus, which means I will need to do some grocery shopping. Also running low on some of my ingredients for alcohol in terms of spirits. So 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, and then I'm gonna do a whole ounce of honey syrup. Again, this is equal parts honey and water, simmered over medium heat, stirring until, perfect amount, just down to the last drop of my honey syrup. I can make more. And then I'm going to do 2 dashes of what I have here is black walnut bitters. If you have old-fashioned bitters or even aromatic bitters like Angostura, that is going to work just fine. And now for the addition of the very dangerous egg white to get that frothy finish. And if you were paying exceptionally close attention, you'll recall that my shaker explosion the first time around happened when I was making the original sidecar. Let me just dry off my hand so I can get a good grip on this shaker and really hope for the best in the dry shake. If you're making this cocktail, do not attempt to make 2 cocktails at once in a shaker with 2 egg whites. You will certainly end up with some egg white pre-cum all over you, which is what I call it. Ooh, getting squirrely already. Okay, that is good before it completely bursts. And now we're gonna add our ice. Very nervous here, guys, gotta be honest with you. This is a nice dress that I'm fond of. I realize you have no idea what the bottom half of my outfits really look like, but this is like a 60s style mini dress by the brand ALC. find it very confusing. There's also a brand called APC. I think they could have figured out different names. Okay, here we go. Now we're, whoop, Jesus. I almost threw it on the ground without even beginning the shaking. Deep breaths, cleansing breaths. Okay, I don't want to risk doing that any longer, even if it means my foam suffers a little bit. All right. Very good. Perfect volume for this coupe glass. And now let's make our apple fan. So we're gonna cut one side off of our apple. And then we're gonna cut very thin slices. So you probably want about probably 4 or so of our slices, and then you're just gonna stack them on top of each other. So you want to line them up sort of at the bottom. So let me turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. So you want the bottoms to be aligned, and then you're going to stab a cocktail pin pick right through. And then you will just simply fan out, comme ça. Ah! Jesus, really struggling here, guys. Hang on. They're all wet and very slippery. This works better. Just lick off all the deliciousness. This works better actually in a Collins glass because it contains the fan and you don't have to deal quite so much. There we go. That will be good enough for us. Cheers. I'm like so nervous to lift this. It's hanging by a thread. Okay, well, that's fine. Tastes absolutely delicious. Cheers. Sorry for the struggles with the apple fan, but hopefully you learned something.